All right, guys, welcome back to part two of this little session series, if you will. But let's get going. So, if you look back at the first video, I changed this color because let me show you guys something. I do have a reference to. I've already created content for this client here. Sorry, guys. Here. My fault. My fault. My fault. Stay with me, please. Stay with me. I just want to show you right here. So I added this color. So see, I'm going for this. So I added this color as the original color. So yeah, let's keep going. So actually, we're gonna change this white background to black because that's actually the actual colors we're gonna use. So just go ahead and hover. By the way, on this one, I'm gonna show you how to add a text and a name tag. Text in terms of a header and then a name tag, and then further down along the series I'm going to show you how to add a time bar. I'm going to show you how to do the text, the captions on here. I'll show you how to what else, do a freeze frame, so like GaryVee has like the sonic effect and so on. But right now for this one, for this part two, I'm going to teach you how to add the header, and then I'm also going to show you how to add the name tag. So first things first, let's change this white background. So we're going to go to white background, hover it over it, go to the color and go to black. And then as before, go here and let's rename it. Just go wipe out white, put black. Oh, you go, black background. We're going to emulate this right here. So as you can see, there's a white gap here and green is on top and a white, and it's angled. You can't see it over there. We go, angled. Okay. So what we're going to do is go here, go to layer, new layer, and then we're going to create what's called a solid. So solid is just like a background, but it doesn't move. So it's not like a shape. And then this little window pops up, and we're going to pick a white solid because that's going to be the little line we see. So create it, and let's see where, okay. So it puts it over the black and the green background, so that's why the whole thing is white. We're going to move that under, and it's going to go away. The cool thing about this too is already named, but you could always rename your stuff, but it's white solid. That's what we want. Okay, and then just like this one, we're going to angle it. We're going to angle the background and the black one, so that way it's, you can see the white. So first things first, let's go ahead and move the green background a little bit higher. So go ahead and do the drop down menu, transform, position your y axis, go up until you see some white. Perfect. You see, so now we lifted up the green background so we could see the white solid background. Cool. Now we want to rotate this. So go right here to rotation and rotate it to the left. So hover over this and then drag to the left. Okay, so now you see over here how now there's some white background over here and the green's not filled in. Don't worry about that right now. I'll show you how to fix that. Let's rotate it up until 7. Oh, sorry, -7, because we're going the other way. -7. That should be good. Position it like right there. Now go down to the black, so hover over, drop down menu, and then you're gonna go transform, and then do another -7 here, so that way it's aligned. Okay, cool. We're getting the white line. It looks a little messy. It doesn't look like this. Sorry. It doesn't look like this. And you're like, what the heck? Okay. Why is all this white area? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Go over to your green background, drop down menu, and you're just gonna scale it until you don't see any more white. So your scale's right here. Right now it's at 100. Just drag it. Scale, scale. Okay, cool. But now we don't have the white strip. Easy fix. Go back to position, drag it up. Boom, there we go. So now you don't have any white area because now the square is bigger. Now go back to black because we got to cover this area and scale it. Boom, until you don't see no more white. So there's no more white except this middle one. But you see how it got thicker as we scaled it? Just go back to position, put it up, and just, oh, but see, the higher we go, we get more white over here. So let's just scale it for more actually, so that way we're safe. So that when we move the position, we don't have to worry about the white area down here. And then boom, keep it like that. Let's go back to our reference picture. And look at that. We got the green at a -7 degree angle. We got the black at a -7 degree angle. And we got the little white strip right there. It's looking good. Let's add this logo. So I already have it imported here somewhere. There we go. This one. So you just get it from your project bin. Make sure you drag it in there from your files. Put it over. So we want it to go over the video. So it's right there. It's big. So then do the drop down menu, transform, and then scale it. Let's do a manual scale. Let's go to 40. That's a little too big. Let's do 30. 30 is good. And then just position it. You could grab it and move it, or you could just play with around the x-axis and the y-axis. Perfect. All right. Now let's add some text. So as I mentioned in the last video, I have some timestamps of the video. We're going to do this first one, number 1. We owe it to ourselves to simply become aware. So that's what we're going to add. So go up here, grab your text tool. And before, this client likes to have the episode number on top. So we go back here. We're going to add, so this was episode 6. We're going to add episode 7 since it's episode 7. So I'm going to do episode 7 and then the header that we saw right now. Let's go put text. Okay. Choose any font you want. In this case, we're going to go episode number 007, just to go back at a reference to the match. Okay, so it's all caps and it's bolded. Let's go. So right here, you see this right here? You could either do it all caps, just put, yourself. So 007. Or, like I had it before, just go ahead and hit this bad boy right here, all caps, and it'll change it all caps. Okay, now let's center this. So we want the paragraph to be aligned in the middle. Highlight it. Now we want it to align to the actual frame. So just hit this right here. And then boom, it's aligned. Highlight it. And then right now it's regular. We want it to be bold. There we go. And if we look closely over here, there we go. Episode. And I think I'm using another font here. And I think I know what font it is. So let me look it up. Gilroy. Extra bold. Yes, I think we are using Gilroy. And let me go check. Yes, we are. So this is Gilroy font. So yeah, so congruency, we're going to use this one. This one we need to maybe go up to 75. Cool. Center it. And then see how it's kind of too close to the top? You could either get it with this right here, the selection tool, and drag it down. Or I like doing this so I don't mess with the alignment. Just go to the episode, the text right here, transform, and then your y-axis, just bring it down a tad. Perfect. Cool. Let's add our header. So we owe it to ourselves to simply become aware. Okay, go to the text tool again. And don't click on this layer. Click somewhere in the space right here, and then you're going to create a whole new layer. So it's going to be we owe it to ourselves. Center it so we can see it. Okay, cool. And then the rest is to simply be aware. Awesome. Go back to our reference real quick. Okay, we could space them a little bit closer together. So this right here, okay, this is a good one to know too. Highlight, since this is all together, you're going to come all the way over here. You see these little A's set the leading? I kind of just like to look at it as spacing. Just drag it to the left to shorten. And if you see the text right here, see how you space the text together? So right there is good. Just always align. Cool. Let's bring it down a little bit. So go down here to, we owe it to ourselves to be aware. Transform. Y-axis, bring it down. Perfect. And let's look at a reference again. Perfect. We could probably make it a little bit bigger and just use a space, but I like it like this. There's some breathing room. Now let's change it. Let's add some contrast. So as you can see, I add black here and then some italic text. So let's go over here. Let's do, we owe it to ourselves. So we'll do ourselves. So highlight just ourselves, come over here, click on this one and then choose black. Perfect. Hit OK. And then go down right here to this little bad boy and italicize it. Awesome. And to simply be aware, let's do this one again. And let's actually add an exclamation or a period here. And then highlight aware. Same thing. Hit this box. Choose white. And then come down here and italicize. Perfect. Center it. Always see how it moves a little bit with the italicize. So always go back to this as a habit to center it. Awesome. So there we go. And then here's another trick I want to show you guys. So I created this name tag here. So I'm going to drag it in here. So it's Michael Anthony TV. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys in another video how to create all these elements. Actually, you know what? Let me show you how I did this one. We're going to go over to Figma. Figma is a free web browser. You could design anything here. It's really, really cool. So see, I have various designs here. I do have his somewhere. Oh, here we go. Cool. So Figma, I could do some more tutorials on Figma. If you go look at my live work sessions, this is really cool. Create different stuff. It's a graphic design tool. It's similar to Photoshop. You got your layers and frames over here. But since we're focusing on GaryVee content, I'll go ahead and show you guys how to use this one. But I want to show you how I did this. So you create a workspace. You see this right here? Here's this one. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did it. So if you go up here, this is your frame. You're going to create a little box. It's going to be automatically white. So this is your frame, not to be confused with an actual box. This is your frame, similar to like the frame on After Effects where we're actually creating the stuff. Okay, so then you come up here to shapes, choose rectangle, draw a rectangle. Cool, center it, awesome. In this case, it's green. It says I have the color here, I'm just gonna match it. And then just to switch it up, so hit text over here, same thing. A lot of things are usually up here, so that's pretty cool. Right now it's small, so I'm gonna put Luis Fausto. You can't see it. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, the plus sign because I just did the shortcut. Okay, let's put this white. Awesome. Let's make this bigger. Let's go to 30 px. 40. Okay. Highlight it. Make sure it's aligned to the middle, and then this one you drag it, and the little lines will tell you if it's aligned in the middle. Perfect. Go ahead and do another text, and then here's going to do your tag. You can tell his is slanted, or italicized, sorry. Make sure this is white. Hover it over, align it to the middle. It's a little tricky right here. There we go. And then italicize it. Hit this little dot right here. Actually, I'm so sorry. That's not how you do it. You highlight it. And right here under regular, not all fonts will have this, but if it does, just go hit italic. And italicizes it. And as you can see, his name was bolded. So highlight my name, regular, bold. There we go. So, but why does his look gray? So what you're going to do, just for organizational purposes, you double click the frame name, or over here to your left, and then you're going to change the name. So Luis underscore name tag. Now it's named that, right? So now you know it's this my name tag. Now, in order for it to be transparent, because you don't want to drag it into After Effects with the white block, you want it to be transparent. Click the actual frame, so the frame. Head over to the right, and where it says fill, just hit over 100 and hit 0. Now it's transparent. So now you hover over the frame. Down here, where it says export, hit this plus button and just put export Luis name tag. Export means download, and it'll download it. And then you're going to drag it into After Effects. So since I already have his made, I drag it in here. So now you have your name tag, and you can do that for anybody. Now what I want to do is just align it to the corner down here. So then I position it, I bring it all the way down. It's a little laggy because I have a third resolution. Sorry, it's a half actually. So I dragged it down there, and then I put it down to the left. Now here, I'm going to zoom in a little, guys, so you guys can see this. I want to make sure it's right in the corner. Here is where I wanted to put in full, because now I can see if it goes over. You see that little gap right there? So then I hover over it, and you can use your arrow keys. So I go up, boom, perfect. It's aligned perfectly at the bottom. Hit left key. I want it to align perfectly to the right, to the left. Sorry. It looks good. There we go. Over here to zoom out better, just go fit up to 100. Go back to third, and bam, guys, you have your episode name or your episode number or episode number. I'm not sure. The number of the episode or whatever episode it is. Then you have your headline. We owe it to ourselves to simply be aware. You have the logo, and now you have a name tag. It's coming to life, guys. So there's part 2, and then I'll continue to show you guys how to add a time bar and some captions in the next one. So stay tuned.